Word on the Street, YouTube Content Creator News. Hello and welcome back to the channel. My name is Scott, and private EU meetings are being conducted right now as you watch this video concerning the final language for Article 13. It was initially predicted that the article would die during this period, but the language has been changed. There have been some agreements, and now things are looking much worse. Article 13 will most likely survive this process, and the final vote will occur in March. It is getting closer and closer to looking like this thing is gonna pass. We will discuss what the language is and what's gonna happen next. Stay tuned. If you're interested in tools and tricks and techniques for growing your YouTube channel, subscribe and click the bell. New releases are every Tuesday morning. As you listen to this video right now, there is a private trilogue meeting at the EU where they are finalizing the language for Article 13 for the final vote in March. Now, it was predicted in late January that Article 13 wouldn't even make it due to the disagreements and complex language of the article. But unfortunately, Germany and France came together and pushed new changes into the article that make it actually worse than what the language was before it came to this meeting. So, we are facing more draconian law, it's being pushed through, and we are in trouble. Let's discuss the details that are being proposed for the article. So that you clearly understand the situation, we are talking about a meeting that is happening before the final vote to convert this thing into a law. We're talking about the meeting that is being conducted to formulate the final language for Article 13 so it can progress to the final vote. Now, these meetings are called trilogues, and there was a deadline set for the informal language to be submitted to this meeting. And it was predicted that due to the complexity of the language, due to the fact that everyone hated it, including the copyright owners, that it would never meet that deadline and that the article would die at this meeting because the details of the article would never make it to this meeting. But here's the kicker. Germany and France did their best and succeeded in actually formulating a preliminary language organization so that it squeezed right into this meeting, and now they are sitting down right now and formulating the final language for this article. What they're saying now is that they are predicting that it's going to get the rubber stamp and move on to the last and final step, which is a final vote for this thing to become a law. That means we are going to get closer to this thing actually becoming reality. So these changes I'm talking about are sort of centered around what companies will be affected by Article 13. And in the past, it was a sort of a decision between whether it affects all companies, which was sort of sponsored by France, which is insane, or Germany's perspective, which means that it would only affect companies that are making 20 million euros a year. But that has since now changed, and there are now 3 stipulations that if a company falls into one of them, Article 13 will apply. Here's what they are. If the company is over 3 years old, Article 13 will apply. Over 10 million euros in revenue a year, Article 13 will apply. And if the company receives more than 5 million unique visitors in 30 days, Article 13 will apply. So what is this telling you? It's telling you that just about everyone is going to be affected by this article. It's going to be so detrimental. It's just going to be an absolute nightmare. For example, who is going to be responsible for tracking the unique visitors? Is it going to be the company, or is there going to be somebody else who does it? What's to stop a company from lying about their statistics? And if that's true, then does that mean there's going to be some kind of third-party regulator involved? Oh my God, what a nightmare, people. Now let me show you something. Here's a list of companies that are predicted to be affected by Article 13 right here. Now I'll have you know, these companies, some of them have warned that they're going to leave the European nations. They're going to go away. Essentially, it's going to vanish. And one of those companies is YouTube. YouTube has said that they are no longer going to be allowing content creators from any country in the European nation. And I'll have you know, this is going to be absolutely detrimental to the internet. It's going to close it down, people. And there really isn't any other solution to this once it becomes a law. It's all going to fall apart. All hell is going to break loose, and I don't think the European Union realizes what they're doing. Now, you may be asking, why would a guy from Pennsylvania in the United States make these videos about Article 13? Well, I'll tell you, I believe that if this becomes a law, that the copyright owners, the movie houses, the music industry, and all their little groups will feel emboldened and circle up their attorneys and have them attack our social media companies, our forums, and all the companies that make the internet beautiful and try to make their laws apply here. And I don't want it coming overseas. I want to stop this in Europe right now.
You shall not pass!
So I ask you, if you live in an EU country, what have you done from the perspective of a content creator? Have you made a video on your channel to express your non-approval of what's happening? If not, why? It is so important that you voice your opinion right now before this becomes a law. Once this becomes a law, it's game over. What will you do if it does become a law? Make your comments in this video. Also, I want to let you know that there is a MEP from the Pirate Party who is helping us tremendously. Her name is Julia Reda. You can find her on Twitter and you can find her on YouTube, and she only has just under 900 subscribers. This is a sin. Go on her channel right now. I'll put the channel link right below me. Get in there, subscribe to her channel, give her a thumbs up because that helps the algorithm get her higher rank. Make comments in her videos, and let's get the word out. Please put in comments if you've done anything to get the word out. It is so very important to stop this now. Make no mistake, the powers that be will be watching this video, so your words will be seen in comments. Special thanks to Julia Reda. Keep with the hard work. We love what you're doing in regards to bringing all the information out from the depths and to the public eye. Your efforts don't go unnoticed. Thank you so very much for your hard work. This is Scott Victor from Blue Fox Creative. Keep fighting and stay strong.